Mic test, mic test. Hello world, I'm Balz Muller from Switzerland. I'm 29 years young, old, growing older, but still feeling like a kid. Well, we're here in Geneva. I'm from Switzerland too, from Biel. It's about 2 hours from this beautiful lake here. Switzerland and water sports, that's a confusing story. Definitely Switzerland is known for its beautiful mountains, snow sports, but we do have awesome lakes, plenty of lakes, and actually really good water sports conditions as well. So I've been lucky growing into a family which is very active, loves adventure sports, and we've been traveling to the seas all the time. So I'm having the privilege of surfing from a very young age together with my brothers and my parents. So we always traveled and chased the water and the adrenaline rush coming along with. Well, I'm always telling the story that my dad, he actually didn't want us to get into water sports because it's an ego thing as well, you know. As you probably think, or everyone kind of thinking that the surfers are egos which just want to go out there and have their own great time. My dad was similar, but he mentioned all the time that it's good to have kids so they can help you out, they're gonna caddy yourself. So his goal was that we're gonna rig his gear, bring it to the water and get it off the water. It kind of didn't turn out that way because it was the opposite. He had to run around and make sure that we're surviving out there. But also like this helmet, that's definitely my dad was a big impact on the helmet, because when we started doing the first loops, he was like, guys, you're not going out there without a helmet anymore, because I don't want to chase after you when you're concussioned out on the water and you're just floating around. So he made sure that until the moment we're 18, we had to sail and spend time on the water only with the helmet. So I kind of got so used to the helmet that I feel naked if I'm not wearing the helmet anymore. You never know, any moment the sky can fall down, you know. No, it's just better be safe than sorry. Well, you know, freestyling, to me, it's not only about training on your own, like in the gym, you know. It's really, for me, it's a solitary thing, you know. I love going out there, as you mentioned, with the brothers, you know. We've been a crew. One guy lands a trick for the very first time, and then the other guy, he straight wants to counter and get along with it as well. And what I do love about competition is the reason that before the competition, everyone's so nervous and kind of tries to become a better self. Like you want to step it up, you know. And that's what I do love about competition. I certainly wasn't or still ain't that real competitive guy. But what I do love about competition is just the reason that it pushes you out of your comfort zone and you reach new levels when competing. And definitely, like comparing to my brothers, which I guess they both could also compete on a World Cup level as well. I just went that step and tried to extend my comfy zone and go ahead and as well trying to implement some creative new stuff and showing the potential of our beautiful water sports. Well, being a pioneer, that's my biggest dream. I love to try something new. I mean, this sensation, that's what's driving me from the very beginning of freestyling. It's to try something new and figure out how this could work. And we're always laughing and saying, try harder if you fail. And we kept trying harder, and especially the shifty was a trick. The rotation, it's something that's been here for a while. The only difference was that we started to believe in the possibility to land it. And the inspiration of the shifty is actually coming from different sports. Like for snowboarding, for example, it's a trick where you pre-spin in one direction and then you kind of do the shifty. That's why it's even called the shifty. So in snowboarding, you can do like a frontside 360, you do a shifty in it. So you stop the rotation, you tweak it, and you keep spinning it afterwards. So there's all these freestyle action sports, they're certain related in fact that it's an aerobatic movement from the body, and I'm 100% sure that we haven't made the full potential of windsurfing when it comes to air maneuvers. Sliding, I mean, it's quite limited when it comes to sliding because it's a fact of speed and whatever. But when we get to the point of having crazy conditions, strong wind, big waves, just as in Boso, we're still gonna see mad tricks as triple air rotations, triple air coulots. The burner's gonna evolve, and then yeah, it's definitely still unlimited the possibilities, and that's what I love about being a freestyler nowadays. It's just go out there and give it your best, and yeah, send it. Well, this is like the best playground in the world. You literally have no one telling you what you got to do or what you got to do. What you got to do or what you got to do. No, you can do whatever you want out there. You can dance, you can express yourself on the water surface, and there are no rules. I mean, there are certain rules, but it's a playground where you can feel like a kid even as a grown adult, and that's what I love so much about being out there playing in the nature. And also, you know, the nature is always showing you how it's a humbling game, because you always fight against the nature, and there's nothing as humble as fighting against a strong wind, 70 knots, and you realize that you're so small in this beautiful big nature thing. So it's a constant battle against the elements, and trying to get along with it. Well, the easiest way to learn something new is definitely dreaming about it. It's probably even more efficient than trying 1,000 times and just fail 1,000. You got to fail 999 times to succeed that 1,000th time. But on the way along, it's definitely easier to dream about it and to try to figure it out. Even just dancing it on the beach definitely helps, because on the water surface, as soon as you fall, it takes time to get another attempt again. While dancing on the beach, you can do it like 1,000 times in a row and get those synapses together to do those motions and tricks as a dance. Yeah, so it's definitely facing the fear, going over the fear, but always play it safe. You don't want to get injured. Although I got to say, all the time I've been injured, after the injuries, let's say after 3 months of not spending time on the water, I came back stronger, as I was just dreaming about windsurfing, and I was so hungry to get back out there. So even if you get injured, just make the best out of it and dream about freestyle windsurfing. Well, I'm seeking this hyper-focused flow state of doing something very new. So just a few days ago, I've experienced a new trick. I tried a clue first shifty, and I kind of turned further into something which I kind of haven't figured out what's going to happen yet. But that flow state of flying in slow motion, even the fastest rotation, it's a split second, but it slows down the whole world into minutes, you have the feeling. And then at night, I kind of woke up and I was in that flow state again of doing that rotation. I was like, it's crazy that a split second can slow down to such a humbling feeling. And that's what's chasing me all the time. Well, with tow-in, we're facing the fact that we're going 2 or 3 times as fast as in normal windsurfing. So there's definitely more air time to it. And also the fact of having only the relative wind from the front and not the actual wind in the sail made certain tricks possible which haven't been done before. But in the same time, it's just awesome to get the opportunity to try it. I wouldn't say it's the most important thing is always the imagination. And if you're not able to kind of close your eyes and face yourself 360 degrees in that rotation or in that trick, you're not going to be able landing it. So tow-in is a great example for giving the people the opportunity to try something which they might be scared in normal windsurfing, as they're facing a lot of force from the wind. So it's definitely cool. And then likewise, foil styling, in my opinion, that's the easiest way to get started in freestyling, because the hardest thing about freestyling is the pop, to get this board which sticks to the water surface out of the water. With the foil, we're facing the reality that you just, like on a trampoline, you go a little down and then you boost yourself out of the water and you get that certain air time which is insane and mind-blowing, that gives you the possibility to do huge air tricks, double air rotations out of flat water. So with foiling, you definitely can step up even your normal freestyle windsurfing. I'm definitely hyperactive, I would say. I got to get out there and just move my body to also just enjoy myself. Otherwise, I would be I would probably. I mean, I can't stand still. Already now, I'm I'm about to explode. I got to get out there and get creative. Well, definitely water sport. We're a small community, so it's awesome that we're working together, and that's what I love so much about the EFPT events. That it's a group, a family of friends having a great time. I don't really feel and see that rivalry like in certain different sports, because it's definitely our topic, or the main goal is just to have a great time together on and off the water, and just spend fun days here on beautiful Lake Geneva. I love to play against or with the nature, and if I just can share one thing, I want to mention that you should rather surf more in the nature than on the internet, and just having a great time out here and enjoying this beautiful playground.